Is your soil hard, lifeless, and refusing to grow anything? You've tried everything but nothing works. The ground feels like concrete, water runs off, and your plants look stunted and yellow. It's easy to feel defeated, but don't give up. That soil isn't dead. It's just dormant, waiting for a spark of life. We're not using harsh chemicals or expensive fixes. We're reviving soil naturally, with simple, powerful ingredients. Today, I'll share 5 secret methods to rebuild your soil and turn that hard dirt into a thriving garden bed. These are time-tested, passed down by generations of gardeners who knew the secret is in the ground, not the plant. Let's get our hands dirty and bring your soil back to life. First up, let's talk about the fastest, most natural way to jumpstart your soil. A method that sparks a microbial explosion using just 2 simple kitchen ingredients, jaggery and yogurt. This combination is a game changer for gardeners who want to revive tired, lifeless soil and set the stage for a thriving garden. Jaggery, which is a traditional unrefined sugar or molasses, acts as a feast for soil microbes, providing them with the energy they need to multiply rapidly. Meanwhile, yogurt introduces a host of beneficial bacteria, the same kind that help us digest food, but in this case, they help your soil digest organic matter and unlock nutrients for your plants. To make this powerful booster, start by mixing a cup of jaggery or molasses into a 5-gallon bucket of dechlorinated water. Dechlorinated water is important because chlorine can harm the very microbes we're trying to encourage. If you don't have dechlorinated water, just let tap water sit out overnight to let the chlorine evaporate. Stir the mixture thoroughly until the jaggery or molasses is completely dissolved. Next, add 2 to 3 tablespoons of plain, live culture yogurt. Make sure it's unsweetened and contains live active cultures. These are the beneficial bacteria that will kickstart the fermentation process. Cover the bucket loosely with a cloth or lid. This keeps out debris but allows air to flow. Place it in a warm, shady spot in your garden or on a porch, and let it ferment for 3 to 7 days. The warmer the weather, the faster the fermentation. During this time, you'll notice bubbles forming on the surface and a pleasantly sour, yeasty smell developing. These are clear signs that billions of microbes are multiplying and transforming the mixture into a living probiotic for your soil. This isn't just a fertilizer, it's a living, breathing probiotic for your soil, teeming with beneficial bacteria and fungi that will help restore balance and vitality to your garden beds. Pour the finished mixture generously over your garden beds, focusing especially on areas where the soil is compacted, dry, or seems lifeless. You can also use it on lawns, potted plants, or anywhere your soil needs a boost. The microbes in this booster get to work immediately, breaking down tough organic matter, binding soil particles together and creating a loose, crumbly structure. Over time, what was once hard, concrete-like dirt, transforms into a living sponge that holds water and nutrients. Within just a week or 2, you'll notice your soil becoming softer and more absorbent. Plants that were droopy or struggling will start to perk up, their leaves turning greener and more vibrant as their roots finally access the nutrients they need. This simple homemade booster is the single most powerful first step you can take to revive dead or depleted soil. It's easy, affordable, and incredibly effective. It's perfect for refreshing old potting soil, rejuvenating raised beds, or even giving new life to garden beds that haven't been productive in years. There's no need to buy expensive new soil when you can bring your existing soil back to life. Remember, healthy soil is a living ecosystem, full of bacteria, fungi, earthworms, and other tiny creatures. This booster wakes up that ecosystem, setting off a chain reaction that benefits every plant you grow. Use this mixture at the start of the growing season, after heavy rains, or whenever your soil seems tired and in need of a jump start. It's a great way to prepare your beds for planting, or to revive them mid-season. Watch as your plants respond with lush, new growth, deeper green leaves, and stronger roots. The difference can be dramatic, especially if your soil was struggling before. Don't underestimate the power of these tiny, invisible workers. Microbes are the true architects of a fertile garden, breaking down organic matter and making nutrients available to your plants in ways that chemical fertilizers simply can't. Think of this as the alarm clock your soil needs, a gentle nudge that wakes up the life beneath your feet and sets your garden on the path to abundance. Now that your soil is awake and teeming with life, let's move on to the next secret ingredient that will take your garden to the next level. Next, let's talk about clean wood ash, nature's mineral supplement, and a time-honored secret among gardeners for centuries. This humble, powdery residue left behind after burning wood is far more valuable than it looks. When used correctly, it can transform your soil and boost your harvests in a way that's both sustainable and cost-effective. But before you start, remember, only use ash from untreated, unpainted hardwoods, never from charcoal briquettes, treated wood, or anything that's been painted or stained. These can contain harmful chemicals that you don't want in your garden. Always choose clean, natural wood for the best results. Wood ash is rich in potassium and calcium, two essential minerals that help plants build strong cell walls and regulate water. Potassium in particular is vital for flowering and fruiting, while calcium helps prevent issues like blossom end rot in tomatoes and peppers. It also raises soil pH, making nutrients more available in acidic soils. If your soil is too acidic, many plants struggle to absorb what they need. A little wood ash can help restore balance, making your garden more productive. Sprinkle a light dusting, think of it like powdering a donut, over your garden beds, then gently mix it into the top few inches of soil. This helps distribute the minerals evenly and prevents clumping, which can harm delicate roots. Too much can make soil too alkaline, so always test your pH first. Avoid using wood ash around acid-loving plants like blueberries, potatoes, and rhododendrons, as they thrive in more acidic conditions. Moderation is key. Less is often more. The result? Greener, more vigorous growth, stronger stems, and better harvests. Your plants will thank you with lush foliage and abundant produce. For most vegetables, a little wood ash is a free, powerful way to reset your soil's mineral balance. It's especially helpful in gardens that have been heavily cropped or rained on, where nutrients may have been washed away. It's a direct link back to the forest, returning nutrients from wood to the earth. This natural recycling process mimics what happens in wild ecosystems, where nothing goes to waste. Use sparingly, and you'll see your garden thrive. Over time, you'll notice healthier plants, fewer nutrient deficiencies, and a more balanced soil environment. Don't throw out that bucket of ash. Use it wisely, and you'll be making the most of every resource your home provides. It's a simple, ancient way to restore balance, connecting you to generations of gardeners who have relied on this practice. With just a handful of clean wood ash, you're not only feeding your plants, you're nurturing the entire ecosystem beneath your feet. Let's move on to the next living ingredient. Now, let's supercharge your soil with vermicompost tea, worm castings brewed into a living liquid. This nutrient-rich tea is a powerhouse for your garden, providing essential minerals and beneficial microbes that enhance plant growth and soil health. Don't use leachate from the bottom of a worm bin. Instead, steep finished worm castings in aerated water. Leachate can contain harmful pathogens, whereas properly brewed vermicompost tea is teeming with life. Fill a 5-gallon bucket with dechlorinated water, add an air stone, and let it bubble. This aeration process is crucial as it helps to multiply the beneficial microbes present in the worm castings. Place 2 to 4 cups of worm castings in a mesh bag, add 2 tablespoons of molasses, and submerge in the bucket. The molasses serves as a food source for the microbes, helping them to proliferate rapidly. Brew for 24 to 48 hours with constant aeration. This brewing time allows the beneficial organisms to multiply and create a potent tea. The result is a dark, earthy-smelling tea packed with beneficial microbes. This tea is now ready to be used to invigorate your garden. Use it within hours of brewing. Pour as a soil drench or spray on leaves. The sooner you use it, the more effective it will be. As a soil drench, it inoculates roots with life, improving structure and nutrient cycling. This helps plants to absorb nutrients more efficiently and promotes robust root development. As a foliar spray, it coats leaves with protective microbes, helping prevent disease. This protective layer can ward off harmful pathogens and pests. Plants respond quickly, greener, stronger, and more resilient. You'll notice a visible difference in the health and vitality of your plants. Apply every 2 weeks during the growing season for best results. Regular applications ensure a steady supply of nutrients and beneficial microbes. Unlike chemical fertilizers, you can't overdo it. This is pure life for your soil. The more you use, the more you enhance the soil's natural ecosystem. With each application, you're building a self-sustaining ecosystem. Healthy soil leads to healthy plants, creating a thriving garden environment. You're not just feeding plants, you're cultivating the living soil they depend on. This holistic approach ensures long-term garden health and productivity. Let's build a legacy with the next ingredient. Each step we take brings us closer to a more sustainable and bountiful garden. Biochar is a long-term investment. Charcoal made from organic material in low oxygen, creating a porous, stable structure. Never add raw biochar to soil. It must be charged with nutrients and microbes first. Mix 1 part biochar with 10 parts compost and let it sit for a few weeks. The compost fills biochar's pores with life and nutrients, turning it into a slow-release powerhouse. Top-dress beds with this mix or work it into new soil. Biochar increases water retention, prevents nutrient leaching, and creates permanent homes for beneficial microbes. Inspired by the ancient Amazonian terra preta, this method builds soil that lasts for generations. The effects are subtle at first, but incredibly long-lasting. You're creating a foundation of fertility that will benefit your garden for years. Apply like regular compost. 1 inch or 2 on beds is enough. This is soil building for the long game. Now, let's finish with a kitchen secret. Our final secret is fermented rice wash water, boosted with garlic. Save the cloudy water from rinsing rice. It's full of easy-to-absorb nutrients. Ferment it in a jar for 5 to 7 days, covered loosely. Add strained garlic water, made by steeping crushed cloves in water, to the fermented rice water. Dilute 1 part of this tonic to 10 parts water. Water your plant's roots with it to feed microbes and suppress disease. The result? Stronger roots, healthier plants, and better growth. It's perfect for transplanting seedlings or boosting tired soil. Every time you make rice, you can create this free, powerful amendment. It's a simple way to close the loop and feed your soil. Let's wrap up with the big picture. There you have it. 5 secret ingredients to revive your soil. Combine them, and you'll transform even the most hopeless dirt into a thriving, beautiful garden. This isn't about quick fixes. It's about working with nature and building living soil. By feeding the soil, you're building resilience, nutrition, and abundance. Nature is waiting for your spark. Give your soil the life it truly deserves. Want to supercharge your compost? Click the next video for an ancient trick to make black gold in just 7 days. Thanks for joining me. Now go get your hands dirty.